I am so glad the controversy around that last Ghostbusters movie is over. Oh, fucking no.
I never asked for this.
Man, I don't think anyone did. Personally, when I was young, I was never a Ghostbusters fanatic. I mean, I did like the movie, especially the first one, but I would consider myself, just average about it. The second movie was not as good. I mean, they rarely are, but after watching it, I felt like, yeah, okay, I'm satisfied with how it ended, and I don't need to see another one. Especially with the first one being so well made, if I ever had a Ghostbusters itch that needed scratching, I would just watch that one again. Oh, but then I played the 2009 Ghostbusters the video game, and man, did that blow me away. It was amazing, and it brought me into the world and made a fucking fan out of me. The game was awesome. Felt like a Ghostbusters movie, and really, in my mind at least, rounded out the series as a trilogy. So imagine my fucking surprise when they announced a new Ghostbusters a few years back. Man, I was excited as shit. And I did, I'm sure, what most fans did. Went onto the net, find as many details as I could, and when I found out these details, my heart fucking broke. I was distraught. Paul fucking Feig to direct. I mean, okay, yeah, I liked Spy despite of it starring that GMO potato, Melissa McDonald, and I fucking hate her. Love him or not, and I do not, Paul Feig is the wrong style of director for a movie like this. What made the original Ghostbusters so good was the tone, mixed with the comedy, subtle humor, great acting, great writing. I mean, you see where I'm going with this. And I knew from the start that this new one would not be good, especially with such big boots to fill. And then came the elephant in the room. No, no, not Melissa McCarthy, but the fact that all the Ghostbusters were women. Now, I have to say, I couldn't give a baker's fuck if they were all women. If and only if the roles were written well and the characters just happened to be female. The problem was that it was an obvious attempt by Feig to be as gynocentric as he always is and push that line upon people. And that line was what they were going to floss their ass cheeks with until the bitter end. And so they did. And when the backlash hit, and boy did it, Sony then doubled down, essentially calling anyone who saw the writing on the wall about this crap movie a basement-dwelling, window-licking mouth breather. Smooth move. They did what Dark Side Phil always does and treated their audience, the ones fucking paying you money for your product, like total garbage. Yeah, brilliant tactics for business if you ask me. Total morons at Sony, man. How they're still in business is beyond my comprehension, but they're them and I'm just some YouTube dweeb, so what the fuck do I know, I guess. Needless to say, you vote with your wallet and the box office was not kind. The people voted fuck you, Paul Feig, and fuck you, Amy Pascal. Estimates were in the tens of millions of dollars in losses, up to, and I've heard, 160 million loss after you counted marketing, production, and let's not forget those awesome reshoots which really brought the movie together. Beyond all the drama, though, the movie itself was awful. It was nonsensical, unfunny. It was a 90-minute long SNL skit. When I watched it, and I didn't pay to watch it, but when I eventually did watch it, I still felt like I was ripped off. The worst movie ever made? No, but close. A few days later, though, I was thinking about the movie, and I decided, you know what, this is a good thing that it sucked. It made the originals even better by comparison, and maybe, just maybe, they would let Ghostbusters die and rest in peace. But no, I was wrong, and just a few days ago, Sony announced another Ghostbusters. Sigh. Now I have to say sigh because if I actually sighed it would be so long and so deep I may actually pass out from the lack of oxygen. Now I know why they're doing this. The last Ghostbusters was a disaster, and rightfully so it was. Now they're going to try and make the movie we all thought the last one really should be. A passing of the torch flick in which the old Ghostbusters train up a new team. Does it have anything else going for it? Well, I mean, there's some rumors going around, not a lot of information out there right now, but the apparent title for it is Rust City. Now, there's an image of Ecto-1, I'll put it up here, and it looks, I gotta be honest, I looked at that and I thought, fuck yeah, like, it's got the tone, it looks interesting, it shows the old Ecto-1 looking worse for wear, hasn't been used in a while, and hopefully it's gonna make a comeback. Now, as for the plot, there's only been rumors again, but these rumors speculate the movie's going to center on a group of teenagers, 2 male, 2 female, and apparently one or more of them are going to be grandchildren of the original Ghostbusters. Now that leads to the speculation that the cast of the first two movies will join their younger counterparts. And that, unfortunately, that speculation has been going on for years, well before the last movie, in fact. And it's the movie we all wanted and expected and hoped for. And if this movie has to be made, I really hope that they go along those lines. Now, the other information that I've managed to find is that Ernie Hudson, who played Zedmore in the originals, he doesn't even know if he's in Ghostbusters 3 or not. Now, he hasn't been asked. And I would hope that if they are this far into making this movie a reality, they would have asked him by now. But it is Sony, and you never know with them. They're a bunch of morons. And he was a great character, really understated. If you haven't seen it, he's great in it. He's an integral part to the originals. And I hope if he does come back into this new Ghostbusters movie, they have him not just as they had the original cast, or what's left of them, as cameos, just a joke of themselves in these movies. Now, Ivan Reitman, who's slated to direct, has read the script and apparently said he was crying by the end of it. It was so emotional and funny. Was he crying because it was so bad? I hope not. He's also said that for years he didn't feel like he would be a good one for the proper Ghostbusters sequel, but this script really stuck to him. But dear God, man, I really didn't want this movie to be made. I don't know if anybody did. But if they're gonna fucking do it, just do it fucking right. You've ruined RoboCop, you've ruined Star Wars, you've ruined pretty much every reboot, remake, reshoot, retard, whatever the fuck you've touched. So either stop doing it, or if you're gonna do it, and we all know how you like money, just do it right. Acknowledge the previous material, understand its tones, its quirks, its subtleties, everything that made them great and cherished by people, and do it right. Yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out. Drop a like or comment. Let me know what you think about this movie coming up, and let me know if you if you're hopeful. I was not hopeful after the last one. This one, seeing the Ecto 1 image, really kind of stuck to me, and I'm hoping that the tone of that image really comes out into the movie and they treat it right. Now, I don't know a lot about Ivan Reitman or his previous work or anything like that, but I really do hope that it's in keeping with the Ghostbusters. I hope he watches the originals and he understands what made them amazing, and he just goes with that. You don't have to reinvent the wheel here, man. You just got to stick to what's already been invented. Dazzle out.